all the build up, all the fan channels are in America and, for both United and Arsenal.
Yeah.
There was a lot of, they were giving a lot of build up saying, how United Arsenal's never a friendly. So really, it's actually quite a big game, and both teams want to win. Arsenal didn't show up.
Really?
For that game at all. No, they were not good. United just seemed more up for it. They were playing their new style in a way. Onana didn't play, but Heaton was doing the kind of, sweeper keeper type role with the passing. Miles better than De Gea. Kind of sad. Passing the ball around, which was great. Manu was fantastic in midfield for his age. Potentially he could be, under Casemiro's wing in a way because he was very comfortable. Mm-hmm. I forgot Rice was on the pitch until like the 35th minute.
Really?
So I completely forgot until I saw the number 41. I was like, oh yeah, Rice plays for Arsenal. So, not trying to, that's not me taking digs. I just genuinely didn't, because it was just how much United were running around them. And he even tried Sancho at false 9. And Sancho was very, very good.
Really?
So potentially that could be his position. If, with Rashford playing on the left, he could be the backup. So if they do get a striker, he could be the alternate option.
Yeah, well, it might have to be because, we've just talked about Mbappe, but if Mbappe goes to Saudi...
Well, apparently PSG want Højlund as well,
exactly.
So you need to hurry up.
Exactly, then there'll be a striker slot there that they'll want to fill, and allegedly they want Højlund. Are you concerned about PSG poaching Højlund from you?
I am, because the bloody Glazers are still about. That's why. But... apparently they're ready to bid and stuff, but Højlund wants United. That's a good sign. He's already agreed everything because he supports United and things, so he wants to play for United. So that's the one thing he'll have. So as long as United pay the money, then they'll get him.
Yeah.
So, and that's from what I've seen, that's the only missing piece is the end product. Everything else seems fine. So obviously, I'm not going to comment on preseason because last season they were great preseason as well, and then they flopped at the start, didn't they? So. I'm not going to get excited, but, it looks good. Ten Hag says he loves to have one youth player come through every season. Looks like Manu's going to be this year's.
What position is he?
He plays Casemiro's role, defensive midfield.
Right, okay. Interesting.
And he looks very good, and he's very, very, for his age, very calm, like as if he's been playing there for years. So.
And, he also might just be given more minutes then because... Yeah, I know you were linked with Amrabat, but I don't know how close that is.
I think that's depend. That's going to be sales situation because I think Fred might be leaving, and then obviously another slot will have to come in because he obviously had some bits last season as well. So they'll be short on midfield numbers. So
who knows? Maybe he will get some minutes for sure. And then you mentioned Declan Rice as well. You said he struggled.
He just didn't. It's a difficult one considering they've spent 170 million on that midfield. In the summer at Arsenal, you'd think that when you spend that amount of money, I understand, you got to give players time and things, but they've signed 2 midfielders that already have Premier League experience, and they just looked a bit lost, like there was no idea yet. But you'd think with that much money spent that they'd be able to kind of hit the ground in a little bit, Like Havertz is crap, like genuinely, he's not good. He's not done anything to show he's good. Yeah. He was amazing at Leverkusen. And then he's played everywhere. He's played every position for Chelsea.
Yeah.
And he's just not done anything. So I don't know. I honestly, I don't know. He's pre-season, so you got to take it with a pinch of salt. But with Arsenal's point of view, I don't know. You don't know this is an evidence that you don't know what's going to happen until the season starts because they could come and be amazing again. We don't know.
Of course, yeah. And just on like their midfield, even in the Arsenal fan base, there's question marks of, where is Havertz best suited?
Yeah, there was a lack of, I felt there was a lack of that intensity that Xhaka would bring as well. Like United were happy just to be all over him and get the ball off them, and they just had no answer to it. Whereas Xhaka, would just have, take the scruff of the neck and sort them out and don't let the big tackles go in and things. They don't have that. It's like the one lead. I think we said in one of the other podcasts, like they had that lack of leadership because Shaka's all they've got. They still seem to lack it. It's a very young team. It's got a very bright future, but they need a leader in there. There's no one that's gonna, pull the team together.
Yeah, and I would be very impressed if Rice is able to sort of perform to the levels that Arsenal wanted to perform to in his first season. I think it would take a long time to adapt. You've
got to take into account that he's played for West Ham. not a top 5 team. So he's gonna have to, get like even like when Grealish joined City, he wasn't amazing to start with.
Well, even when Rodri joined City,
even when Rodri,
he struggled.
It takes time, and then you've got to. But for 105 million, you're expecting him at least by the second half of the season to see what you got. So it'll be interesting to see how they get on with that new look in a way.
Yeah, definitely. And then I think you just wanted to have a little bit of a cheeky rant about a certain challenge.
Tackle that's going all over social media.
Right. Now tell me more, because I've not seen the game.
So there was, I can't remember who it was. Someone else put a tackle in. It was an open ball. Martinez has gone running in for the ball and he's clattered into, I think it was Saka, right? If you read Twitter, you'd think he'd gone in with a knife in his hand for this reaction of some Arsenal fans, right? It was heavy tackle. To be fair, if you watch the replay, he got the ball.
Right.
But it was a heavy tackle.
It was strong but fair.
It was a heavy tackle. It was a yellow card tackle, right? Because he had gone in very late. It wasn't late.
Right.
You really clip the ball, but it's that heavy. It's like you're trailing foot.
Right.
That's a yellow card. Gone in very heavily.
So it was a foul.
Yes, and then Odegaard stood up to him and he's gone like, kind of like probably thinking, what are you playing at? That was a really bad tackle. Mount's got involved, pushing Odegaard away. And it's just like, and then there's just all the Arsenal fans crying, saying it's a friendly. Who do you think he is? Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, but I'm pretty sure the build up to this game, you've acting like it is, not a friendly, Arsenal United is a big game, blah, blah, blah. One team's turned up, one team hasn't. And now you're crying that there's tackles flying about. Barry Maguire did the same thing in the second half. They went back tonight at that. And also, Ahmad went off injured for United from a bad tackle. So there you are. Just it's some players like to play the same intensity all year round, no matter what game they're playing. To me, I like seeing players like that. That play with that intensity that you want to play with. Mm-hmm. Don't dial it back. Obviously, you're going to dial back like sliding tackles and stuff because you don't want to pull something, do you, pre-season? But grow up, like. Just because your team haven't shown up, don't go and look for excuses to cry about. Yeah.
No, I understand. And who else do you have in pre-season, Tino?
They got Real Madrid next United.
Oh, right.
Real Madrid. Who else are they playing? Dortmund? I think Dortmund. Real Madrid, Dortmund. The kids play Wrexham.
Right.
So they're playing Wrexham on the 2 days on Wednesday. And then I think they're playing Lens at Old Trafford.
All right.
Okay. I think that's it.
No, decent, yeah. I don't follow preseason, in case you couldn't tell. I've watched one preseason game in my life, and that was Haaland versus Haaland. It was
his debut.
Yeah, against Bayern, just because. Why not?
Well, yeah, he's the big sign in it. Yeah, I don't usually, but I like to just see the new signs in action. Like I'll probably I might watch the Madrid game, depending on what. Actually, I think it's on R3. I won't watch the Madrid game, but I would like to see how Nana gets on because I think he probably will start. To see the new signings, I don't really keep a lot of tabs on it. Some people get extra excited. I don't. It's like,
yeah,
not much you can see about it really. So,
no, yeah, fair enough. Absolutely. Yeah. And so you say you're not going to get too giddy about it. No,
but it's promising signs because I think we both said at the end of the season with United, they lacked being able to play the modern way with the goalkeeper and they lacked goals. They've sorted the goalkeeper situation. They've got a player in Mount that gives you the physicality that Eriksen can't offer you from that deep lying midfielder position, and they just need a striker now. And then I think in terms of lineup, they've kind of ticked the boxes that we've said. Even in the previous podcast, it's the signings that I did say. Yeah. So it's looking promising, and then just see how they can gel. Yeah, that'll be nice to see, and then hopefully we'll have a title race. Fingers crossed. It's been too long.
Yeah, you do need a striker though. Absolutely.
Definitely a striker. Yeah.
That is the question. And if and when, Højlund signs, we can have a chat about him.
Or Mbappe's available.
Yeah.
I know we don't have the money for that. We don't have the money for that.
I mean, it sounds just like having for a 1 year loan. There you go. Sorted.
Yeah, have it for a year, win a title, and then just be like, done. Bye.